Hello everyone, this is Ginger Sim, and today we have episode 3 of our Production Line series. Production Line is a new game from Cliff Harris. So let's get started here. If you've watched the previous 2 episodes, you'll know that I failed miserably when I went bankrupt in the last episode. That was my own fault. I didn't keep enough cash reserves to support the construction of my massive assembly line that took up about 3/4 of the factory. So we're going to start over. Let's start by placing some resource importers. And now we'll get the bare necessities installed here to get our factory in order. Now what we're going to do is leave plenty of room to expand. I typically don't do that, and it typically comes back to hurt me. So I'm going to make sure we don't do that this time. Okay, get our conveyors placed here. And now we need our resources. So what we'll do is we'll just run that, where is it here? It's right here. So we'll run this straight over. That one will go like that. And now with this one, straight up to there. This one can cross. Alright, we are ready to go. No route to stockpile, that's because I did not connect it. There we go. You can see we have flashing lights, so cars are being built. And while we wait for that, actually, while we wait for that, let's get another fit body, because we know we'll need one anyway. Make sure we get our stockpile connected. And we know we'll need another paint, because we always do. Make sure we get that stockpile connected. Okay, so now, with that complete, let's start on research. We've got plenty of cash here. So let's get 6 research in place. And we'll start with power, because I'd like to eliminate that cost right off the bat. Alright. Speed things up a little bit here. This isn't our permanent assembly line. This is just to get us some cash flow so that we can research all the individual pieces for our massive assembly line. So essentially, this is just to get some cash flowing and then we'll eventually end up deleting all of this. So layout is just to maximize efficiency for right now. It's not a permanent setup. Unnamed car design. Got our first car. Let's go with the Model 1. And in the last episode, I think we ended up somewhere between 50 and 65%. So let's start with 60. Let's see how that goes. Alright, we've got a slight backup on the engine assembly, which is good. This production's going well, so let's get a second one in place here. Alright, the car's still selling very quickly, so we're going to bump that up to 65%. Power is good, so let's get started on... Let's do robots first. Then we can maximize the efficiency of these while we research the individual build stations. Actually, I think the game refers to them as build slots. Are we profitable yet? Almost. Not quite there. We've got robots. So let's just keep researching robots here because we can. And let's get a robot here. And a robot here. And we'll get the bodywork produced a little bit faster here. Hopefully. Yeah, so it cut about 3 minutes off that time, which is pretty good. And let's get some power plants built here. Power. There we go. I think we'll do what I normally do and just start to fill in the open areas. What I want to do is take a look here. Okay, so we can fit one there. Perfect. Alright, so we've got plenty of robots now. Let's start our specializations. Start with the body, because that's first on the list. Normally I'd start with the chassis, but I'm going to be a little bit more careful in this episode and not expand too quickly. Made that mistake last time, and if you watched episode 2, you know I went bankrupt. If you haven't watched episode 2 yet, I recommend it, because you'll clearly notice I was not paying attention at all and was rather surprised when the game ended. And that's not necessarily surprised in a good way. Alright, so let's get another body station here. Oh, don't have enough money yet. Okay. Let's go chassis. And let's bump up the price one click here to 70% premium, because they're still selling very quickly. And we can afford to sit on them for a few extra minutes per car, just to guarantee we're getting the maximum amount of money we can. Alright, let's get another fit body installed here. And we're not going to connect that one there. We're actually going to connect it here. Okay, axle specialization. Actually, what we'll do is we'll connect both here and let the game decide what's more efficient. Alright, we need some more power. Where do we want to place it? I guess we'll go down here for now. Next slot not found. It did not connect. My bad. Now that we have 3 bodies, we'll need another paint station. And this one needs robots because everybody loves robots. Now with that 3rd body station, we're going to need another chassis assembly, or the body stations won't be utilized to their capacity. So we'll get that in place. We get our resource conveyor. Now the chassis assemblies won't be fully utilized, but that's okay. Not too concerned about that right now. I'd rather the paint and the body, the fit body, be fully utilized. It looks like this is producing at 27.5 minutes. Divided by 2 is 13 3/4, and this is 14. So let's get robots here. And we need a little bit more power. Perfect. Alright, so everything looks pretty good there. Where are we on research? We've researched our chassis specialization. So let's get up here, put a resource importer. We won't connect that to anything yet, but we will start taking a look at our axles, and right now I think what we'll do is we'll shoot for a target of around 2 to 2.5 minutes, because we can use robots to balance out these slightly higher times over 2 minutes. So let's get one of these placed. That's our front axle, and we'll leave enough room to put a second one next to it. We'll get our rear axle and our drive shaft. Can connect that by conveyor. We'll need our undercarriage and our fuel tank. So fuel tank minimum we need 2, just to keep our time balanced here. Okay, so the chassis assembly is complete. We're not going to connect that to the resource importer yet, because that will cost money as the resources start being imported. And that, I think, is where I made my mistake last time. Alright, let's get some robots on the engine assembly here. Speed this up just a tiny bit. Cut 2 minutes off each one. We are profitable consistently, or almost consistently. A few drops there, but that's okay. Alright, so door specialization is complete. Let's go bumpers and arches next. And if we take a look, bumpers, arches. Okay, so we can get the roll cage, hood, trunk. We can get our roll cage, hood, and trunk in place. So let's do that. 3 minutes down to 1:30. Let's put 1 for now. And we'll leave space to install a second. But I think we may be able to balance it with robots. So that's our roll cage. We'll need our hood. We'll need our trunk. Get our conveyors connected here. And bumper research is in progress. Get some more research going here. And we'll also get another engine assembly. We also need more power. I just came very close to bankruptcy again. I was not paying attention when I placed that power plant. Everything looks to be moving along nicely here. We do have some backups at the body assembly, which we want. Engine assembly starting to work down its queue. Let's get another accessories installed here. Just because there's no need to have a queue at that point. There's really no reason to. Alright, arch is just completed, and bumpers are complete. Let's start with our engine specialization. And up here, we fitted the trunk, so now let's fit the bumpers. 2 minutes, 2 minutes, okay. Trim is also 2 minutes, so we'll go on a angle here. All right, and arches. Engine is complete. Let's go engine assembly. And that was the front arch. Let's go rear arch. Okay. And our vent is in place. Alright. Let's go roof. 430, so we know we need 2 of those. Doors. Alright. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Okay. Paint we haven't researched yet. Let's go for steering specialization. And since we're about halfway done with our new permanent assembly line here, let's call that an episode for now. And next time we'll pick it up by finishing the engine research and researching paint. And what else do we have? Paint. And that's it. We will have all of the pieces we need for our permanent assembly line. Accessories also. So let's call that on the episode. Thanks for watching, everyone. This is Ginger Sim. If you liked the video, give us a like. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Twitter at Ginger Sim Gaming. Thanks for watching.